keep looking back and forth to make sure nobody didn't have their hand up. All right, then here's another question for each and every single one of you. And whoever wants to answer this verse is great, but hopefully all of you will answer this. There's a lot of you, so please keep in mind. I know there's a lot of information that everybody wants to, spew out, but if we can, try to keep the time a little bit, because after 9 o'clock, I turn into a pumpkin because I'm a lady of a certain age, okay? Stop laughing, it's funny because it's true. Okay. Now, here's a question right here. What, out of all of your agencies and organizations and businesses, what overall can y'all contribute to the well-being and the unity in our community, especially for, of course, the LGBT community? So if you could, anybody answer that, go right on ahead. Yes.
That one should be on. I didn't plug that in. There you go.
All right, so the overall unity of our community, right? You made a statement earlier, and I'm sure he feels as much as I do. Not everybody wants to be a cop anymore. And especially with the gay community, there is a strong history there, right? But I came from that history, going to the clubs, feeling the same way that everybody felt in this room, being targeted, and feeling as if just the police presence was right in the neighborhood, all at 2 o'clock, waiting to pick us off like little, right? Get to the car, get to the parking lot. But, target. It seemed that way, right? But we couldn't prove it, whatnot. But again, somebody told me one time, if you want to be the change you want to see. So I joined the sheriff's office, and I had aspirations of becoming something more. I did, and now I get to be in charge of all the training of every single officer that enters our agency. I train them. Me. So, I teach them about talking. We changed our transgender policy there specifically because of my interactions with the community. But also, I find it very important for them to see not just a female, but a openly out gay female. And I'm in charge. I make the calls. I also teach my young men who are growing up, who may not have had that direction, how to speak to women, how to speak to men with respect. It's not about power. It's not about showing out. It's about the community. Because they all have to start inside that jail, right? The thing is that if you can't make it in there and have control of your own self, not lose yourself in the power, how and what business do you have going out to our community and policing it there? Does that make sense? I hope it does. But I feel a strong obligation to make sure that they know that there's someone, if they are gay, and we've had quite a few openly gay officers come through this past year. I called it our gay year. It was crazy. One of our classes, almost half of them were gay. Or bisexual, right? And it was our pride class because it was Pride Month. It was crazy. But I attribute that to our openness and us making them feel comfortable enough to be themselves, right? There seems to be often a stereotype when it comes to a police officer, right? We have to be hard, we have to be mean, we have to be strong, and we don't have to be. So I try to teach them it's a lot more here than it is here, right? So that's what we're doing to help, lend the community and doing a lot of speaking engagements like this. And I'm going to be speaking at Fiesta Youth at 2 locations next month. So we just try to get out there and make these kids feel safe. It really, really bothers me when we're at the store. And you can attest to this, I'm sure, in your many years of service as well. And the parents say, look, the cop's going to take you away if you don't be bad, if you start keep being bad. Well, what happens when that child is alone and needs somebody, and they see us, they don't run to us, they run away. So we also have, to contribute something there. All right, thank you.